So let's move on to the next question, guys. In this question, we are given that there is a motel which rented 3/4 of its rooms, right? Including two-third of its air-conditioned rooms. So there must be some air-conditioned rooms. So out of which it uh, rented, including two-third of its air-conditioned rooms. We know that 3/5 of the rooms are air-conditioned. So out of all the rooms available, 3/5 of the rooms are air-conditioned. So we have to find what percent of the rooms that were not rented were air conditioned, right? Again, pretty simple question. You just have to understand the language and the wording. So before proceeding, one thing in such questions is that we assume that there are a certain number of rooms. So because we know that there is 4 in the denominator, there is 3 in the denominator, there is 5 in the denominator. So we have to take a number such that which easily gets divided by all of these things, right? So for example, we take the total rooms. We take the total rooms to be 60. Why did we take 60? We took 60 because 4 can be easily divided, like 60 can be easily divided by 4, 60 can be easily divided by 3, 60 can be easily divided by 5. So that is the reason we took such a number which can easily be solved, right? So let's assume there are total 60 rooms. So motel rented 3/4 of its rooms. So that means the number of rooms rented will be how much? 3 upon 4 times 60, right? 3 upon 4 times 60, which is 15, 45. So that means total rented rooms are 45. I hope that is clear. So the non-rented rooms will be how much? NR means non-rented. So non-rented rooms will be 60 minus 45, which is 15. I hope this makes sense, right? Now tell me one thing. It has been given that 3/5 of the rooms are air conditioned. So 3/5 of all the rooms available are air conditioned, right? So I am writing AC, A dot C, which means air conditioned, right? So how many rooms are air conditioned? 3/5. 3/5 of the total rooms. So total rooms are 60. So 3 upon 5 times 60, which is 36. So that means the AC rooms available in the entire motel is 36. So how many will be non-AC? Non-AC will be how many? 60 minus 36, right? Which will be 24. So there are 60 rooms in total, out of which 36 are AC, 24 are non-AC, non-air conditioned. And right. And we have been given that we rented a total of 45 rooms, right? We rented a total of 45 rooms. Out of these 45 rooms, there will be some air conditioned and some non-air conditioned. So we know 2/3 of the air conditioned rooms have been rented. So what does 2/3 mean? So 2/3 of the air conditioned rooms. So 2 upon 3 into the air conditioned ones, right? So that means 24. So that means out of the rented rooms, the AC rooms are how many? 24. I hope this makes sense, right? And the non-AC rooms will be how many? 21. So total is 45. I hope this is making sense. So total 60 rooms, out of which 45 are rented and 15 are not rented. Out of these 60 rooms, 36 are air conditioned, 24 are not air conditioned. And out of these 45 rented rooms, 24 are air conditioned and 21 are non-air conditioned, right? So we were asked what percent of the rooms that were not rented. So how many are not rented? 15. So we can write 15 over here. Are air conditioned. What percent of the rooms which were not rented were air conditioned? So we know total air conditions are 36. The rented ones are 24. So how many are left? 36 minus 24, which is 12. So 12 rooms are such that which are air conditioned and which have not been rented. So 12 rooms are those which are air conditioned but which are not rented. So 36 minus 24, 12. And total rooms which have not been rented is how much? 15. So 12 upon 15 into 100. This is your answer. So this is how much? 3 fours are 3 fives are 520. So this comes out to be 80%. So this is your answer. I hope this should be pretty clear.